So we needed a trailer brake for our GX460, and after researching a few models, I decided on the Redarc Tow Pro Elite. Now this video is not sponsored by Redarc at all. I purchased this with my own hard-earned money. After researching a few of the different models available, I was really impressed by this one. So I really wanted a clean look without a large controller that you can bang your knee on, like this, or even worse, could you imagine getting into a crash and slamming your leg into this thing? The Tow Pro Elite has a main unit that you can mount anywhere in any orientation, and also a remote head, which is the small controller that can go into a empty accessory port, or they even give you this adapter that looks like one of the blanks. I ordered mine directly from Redarc and it shipped pretty quickly from a local warehouse. The install is very simple thanks to a vehicle specific harness. So the harness that works with our 2nd gen LX460 or Land Rover Prado is the TPH021. It's actually a Toyota 4Runner harness. Our factory harness actually has a plug that this plugs directly into under the driver's side dash that you'll see in the install in just a moment. I'll leave a link and all part numbers in the description below. Redarc Electronics is an Australian-based company, and I just want to say to our mates down under, good job, you nailed it. I'm very impressed by the design and it's heads above the competition. Now let's dive right into the install. Gently pry straight up to remove this trim piece. There is also a plug for the logo light. Remove the plastic nut and pull the next piece back towards the rear of the vehicle. I didn't film the removal of this piece, but with a little movie magic, it looks like I did. The center console trim is removed by gently pulling toward the driver door. Once removed, you can access the bolt holding the lower dash trim, highlighted in blue. There's also a Phillips head screw in the bottom middle of this piece. The trim piece holding the mirror button was next. Working around the airbag can be extremely dangerous. Once you have the lower dash trim removed, you can see a few places in the dash where the brake controller would fit. I utilized the thin piece of metal with 2 holes that lined up perfectly with 2 of the mounting holes on the brake controller. I attached the brake controller using some spare nuts and bolts. There was just enough room for the remote head plug and cable, and I was careful not to pinch it during the install. Here you can see the final mounting position. Next, I plugged in the vehicle-specific harness into the controller, tucked the cable away neatly, and plugged it right into the factory harness, utilizing the white connector near the footrest. Thank you, Toyota and Lexus, for making this easy, and thank you, Redarc, for having this vehicle-specific harness. I used a spare 10mm automotive bolt and secured the grounding wire to a piece of metal in the dash that already had a couple of threaded holes. Then I reattached the lower trim piece and prepared to install the remote head. I utilized the plastic insert that came with the controller and attached the remote head with a clear plastic nut that was provided. So this is what the remote head looks like installed. As you can see, it's a super clean install. It just kind of blends right in. The insert is slightly larger than the factory blank that was there, but the install looks very clean. So when I first had it completely installed, it didn't light up when I took it for a test drive, and I was concerned that I did something wrong, but it actually doesn't light up until a trailer is connected. Well, I hope this video was helpful if you're considering getting a Redarc Tow Pro Elite for yourself, or if you already have one and you're curious about how to install it yourself. Well, thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and consider subscribing.